Angry Guy here, and today we're discussing why women will have to spend decades trying to regain the trust of men. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the top. So, guys, women will have to spend decades trying to regain the trust of men. This is something that I've been thinking about for a while now, but I've wanted to put it into words. After M2, after feminism, after all the lies that have been told, after the destruction and the chaos and the havoc that has been created in society, after all of this, the trust is completely gone between men and women. Women broke the social contract, and they're still trying to act like it's in existence. They want traditional men, but they are no longer traditional women. They don't seem to realize or care that they're between a rock and a hard place, and they will never admit to it. The best that you will ever get out of them is them blaming feminism, God, and Jesus Christ for everything bad that's happened in their lives. They will never take accountability for any of it. And I'm 100% right on this. They will stay on their hill and they will expire on that hill. They will never assign blame to themselves and say that they chose to do these things. They chose to collect the spoils of feminism. It's not Satan, it's not the devil, it's them. They made these choices. These are the same kinds of people that go out, commit a crime, go to court, get off for that crime, and then thank Jesus for them being found not guilty when they actually did it, and they know they did it. And then if it's black people, you're gonna hear them you hear their mama in the back of the church. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. God is real. God is real. Thank you, Jesus. My son didn't do it. My son didn't do it. What? Yes, ma'am, he did. Yes, ma'am, he did do it, ma'am. We have him on video. He did it. He did it. This jury was just biased. All right? They were just biased. Guys, I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. Women will spend decades, if not hundreds of years, trying to regain the trust of men. You're going to see it right now where women are going out there and they're trying to do this whole soft girl life thing and acting like men are not going to remember the last 20, 30 years of feminism, like they're not going to remember M2. Come on, y'all. I hear that Cosby right now is facing financial turmoil because he's still being sued. They're still going after him. They're still trying to extract his wealth and resources. And it's unbelievable. Many of these claims are 50 years old. 50. There is no way to substantiate them at all. You cannot substantiate them. They happened half a century ago. There is no evidence, there is no proof, nothing whatsoever. And he is in financial turmoil. Guys, the truth is, and we've heard this many times. The saying goes, if you want to destroy a man, tell a lie. If you want to destroy a woman, tell the truth. As women in Western society are now losing everything, men no longer have trust in them. Men no longer have faith in them. And a lot of the guys that are going overseas, the ones that aren't simps, they know that women are women everywhere. It's not that the women overseas are better than women in America. They just have a different strategy. They still have that seed inside of them. Every woman has a seed of feminism inside of them. It's just that in other countries, that seed wasn't given water. It wasn't allowed to, it wasn't given sunlight, so it wasn't allowed to grow. But don't misunderstand, that seed is inside of them. If you take one of these women, bring them back to the United States, that seed is always going to be there. Okay? As soon as it starts getting water and sunlight, And that's exactly what it will get in Western society. Trust me when I say they will make up for lost time. That seed, it will grow, it will start to spread all over them. Its roots will consume every being, every fiber of them, of their being, and they will become a feminist like you've never known before. Which is why you are told, don't bring them back. You guys have to understand, women will spend decades now trying to regain the trust of men because men will not trust them, and it will show in everything that men do. Everything that men do, how men interact with them, and the opportunities that are available to women, travel decisions, how men spend their money, how men spend their time. Men, there are the willingness of a man to spend money on a woman. Guys, you will literally have women. You have traditional women calling these females bums, saying that these guys, that these people are bums. Like, you have to be a real bum to tell a man that he needs to take you on a date and spend $300 minimum on you, and do that a bunch of times, and then and only then, after he's done these things, will he possibly get a chance of having access to something that Chad and Tyrone got for free. Like, you have to be a real bum to tell a man that he needs to pay for your meal. And not only does he need to pay for your meal, but he needs to spend good money because you only eat at five-star restaurants. That's bummy as guys, that's so bummy. That is so bummy. All right. Can you imagine how bummy that is, man? Especially if you have a woman who is like a doctor and she's making $400,000 a year, and then a guy comes along and she says that he needs to take her to a five-star restaurant, and he needs to be kind and show her that he values her and that he's generous with nice gifts and all this other stuff. It wouldn't hurt to pay her mortgage. Like, bro, what kind of bummy stuff is this? Like, I'm being so serious. Like, these fathers, like, you're gonna see, guys, you're gonna witness it. I'm telling you, you're gonna start seeing it for yourselves. A lot of these fathers who raise these daughters, they're gonna start to delete. They're gonna start to delete, self-delete. You're gonna see a lot of these fathers who raise these daughters, they are going to start to self-delete, because when you have these chicks on lonely fans or only fools, whatever, however you like to call it. I like lonely fans now, I love that. On lonely fans or only fools, and these fathers start to get confronted by men in society, because this is what's going to happen, guys. You're going to have fathers confronting the men, confronting them and saying, how did you do this? How could you raise this? And these fathers are just going to sit there. There's a clip I saw where this literally happened, where this man confronted a woman's father, and he was like sitting right there, and he basically said she went and she was intimate with all these dudes while we're together. And this man sat there and he was like speaking to her father, and he said to the dude, how could you let this happen? You raised her. And the father was like just baffled. He didn't know what to do. And he's like, that's a lot. Oh God, oh gosh, oh God. And he starts like getting the shakes. He starts getting the shakes, and he doesn't know what to say and what to do. And this man is sitting there looking at him and asking him, you raised her. How could you let this happen? How could you raise her to be like this? And he has no response. Dude literally became senile. He wasn't senile. He wasn't like that old. He's like maybe in his 50s, very early 60s. He could have been like 55 years old, to be honest. A lot of the boomers, they don't take very. A lot of that's not even boomer. That's Gen X. A lot of these older dudes, they don't even take care of themselves. 55 is not old. That's so. If you look like an old man at 55 years old, you are sad. That's so sad. That is so sad. 55 is young. 55 is really, really young. You're supposed to look like a Chad at 55. If you look bad at 55, you should be ashamed. You really should be. You really should be ashamed. If you look bad at 55, bro. No, no. And he was literally there shivering and shaking, you know? And he felt it. He felt it in his soul when this man said, "How could you raise her like this?" And he had no answers. You raised her to be strong and independent and told her that she was a princess and she deserved all and that she was a queen. And now look what she's doing in society. Look what she did to me. What's your answer for this? And I'm telling y'all, a lot of these dudes, they're gonna start doing Control Alt Delete, and they're gonna delete themselves from this reality. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications to never miss another video again, and like the video because it tells YouTube you're enjoying the content, you want to see more of it, so YouTube may show you some more of it. What do you guys think regarding this? Women will have to spend decades trying to regain the trust of men. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments, so let's talk about it there. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.